Last March, when it was all said and done, Colorado State, Mountain West champs. Look into the crystal ball for this year. It all starts in San Diego. Air Force and San Diego State open the Mountain West tonight. And it's the perfect place to open the Mountain West on the floor of the conference favorite. San Diego State at 5-3. Air Force, one of the youngest teams in the country, come in at 3-8. Hi everybody, Rich Waltz along with the coach, Pete Gillen. It just feels different, doesn't it? Conference opener.
There's nothing like conference play, Rich. The intensity goes up, the passion goes up, the quality of play goes up, the emotion goes up. I'm emotional. I cry when supermarkets open. This is going to be fun, so stick with us.
This is going to be fun. San Diego State, not your father's San Diego State. They're doing it differently, right? Look at the bench scoring, 6th most in the NCAA. In terms of percentage, 2nd most in all of college basketball. And the guy that drives the bus off the bench is B.J. Davis.
B.J. Davis is the leading scorer in the country coming off the bench. All right, terrific player. He averages 12 points a game, Rich, okay? But he does it in a lot of different ways. A mid-range game, all right, he can get to the rim and finish with either hand around the basket. He knocked down a 3. He's really a special player.
Air Force, their head coach Joe Scott has one of the toughest, if not the toughest job in the country. Playing here in the Mountain West. He's really young this year. He'll start 3 true freshmen. The best of the bunch is Cam Sanders. He can play.
Cam Sanders is a terrific young point guard. He can score, Rich, on all 3 levels. He can knock down a 3-point shot. He's got a good mid-range game. And he gets to the rim and finish with either hand around the basket. Had a great game last time against Navy. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He's got to play well tonight for them to win.
On this floor, a tall order for Air Force. At home at Viejas, always so good as San Diego State. It's the Mountain West. Let's get this started. Oh, you love it. Big convention center, gas lamp quarter, Old Town. So much to do and see in San Diego. And of course, the hometown team, the Aztecs, opening up the Mountain West. Lineups are just in. One change for Air Force. Colby Gill, the junior who's played well, a little more of a physical presence needed against San Diego State, is in there. Ready to go. Pete Gillen, what's the tempo here?
Yeah, well, 2 different goals. San Diego State wants to run up and down, chuck and duck, heave and leave. AFS wants to anesthetize you. I know what the word means, Rich, but he said use big words because you're very cerebral. They want to put you to sleep, Air Force. So should be different. Big challenge for the Falcons of Air Force.
We're wide awake to start, that's for sure. Miles Bird with the ball. Bird, of course, went to the NBA Combine this summer. Magoon Guaf in the lane, and he scores. Guaf missed the first 2 games of this season for San Diego State, and he really is just starting to get full speed right now.
Big
Wesley Silla-Husky with the foul.
Yep. Great passing by Heidi. Good catch by Guaf.
Guaf, of course, injured at the end of last year. Surgery in the offseason. Was not healthy when the fall camp started. Missed the first 2 games, but back. Getting strong, and now here he is with the conference play starting.
Full court pressure by San Diego State. They want to speed him up. Air Force wants to take their time, get a good shot.
Sanders' shot is blocked. And that's what San Diego State does well. They block shots, they take the ball from you. Baseline jumper on the way from Elsie Harrington. And it's Miles Heidi with the putback. And an early start, a 5-0 lead for San Diego State.
Heidi's a leading rebounder for San Diego State. There's a lot of the dirty work.
Can Air Force hit threes? That's a big question mark in this one.
Exactly. They got to knock down about 14 threes. Rich, they only average 6 threes a game, so that's a tall order for the Falcons.
Of course, they run the Princeton stuff, but with all the freshmen, it's kind of beginning Princeton.
Exactly. Well, Rich, you dig deep. That's what I respect about you. You're not here to hold hands.
Greenberg. No, I'm not. Greenberg with a shot on a 3, a late clock 3. And Bird going to the bucket hard. Ball's loose. And Air Force gets the rebound. Eli Robinson, the sophomore, with that rebound. The Falcons, not a good three-point shooting team, 31%. And another steal. And again, it's Bird. Good defense there by Greenberg.
Yeah.
Let's see if the Falcons can settle down here on this possession.
Exactly, Rich. It's really important they get off to a decent start. They can't dig a big hole because they're not a great scoring team.
Sanders going to take the three and hit it. Cam Sanders, the freshman out of Albany, Georgia. And he is a true freshman. He was in high school last year. This is not a red shirt.
He's terrific. He's their best player. He's a point guard, and he's got to be a points guard tonight. He's got to score. Because they don't score really well. But they're in a matchup zone, trying to make San Diego State shoot from the outside. But as you know, Rich, 40% from three-point land.
Yeah,
the Aztecs.
They shoot it really well. This is one of their best three-point shooting teams ever. Harrington the miss. Air Force has the rebound. Sanders away with it. You're going to see a lot of press from San Diego State. They're going to crash the boards. And that's a big challenge for the Falcons.
Sounding like a coach, Rich. I mean, you must have some coaching here.
Nice back pass to Silahusky, and he hits a three. He was 2 for 20 from distance before that three.
10%. Now he's up to 12%. That's a great shot.
It's a good sign for Air Force. They fell down 5-0. Joe Scott in your screen there in a defensive stance. Harrington on the way. And the rebound to Sanders. So it looked like disaster to start for Air Force, but a nice 2-minute segment for him. Silahusky, the big setting the screen there, had a huge game at home last year against San Diego State. Air Force almost beat him. Lost on a last-second shot.
Yep, buzzer shot in overtime, but great win for San Diego State.
They'll hunt for their shot. That's a long three from Greenberg. And the ball out of bounds. Coaches in this one, Brian Dutcher in his 9th year. What a great run as a first an assistant for Steve Fisher. And then on his own, 5 straight NCAA tournament appearances. This guy can really coach, Joe Scott.
Terrific coach.
He has the toughest job in the country. And it's tougher than Army, and it's tougher than Navy. He plays in the Mountain West. The Mountain West has had 10 NCAA tournament bids in the last 2 years. Army and Navy play in the Patriot League. That's no disrespect to the Patriot League.
No. Joe Scott is a great coach, Rich, no question about it. He learned from one of the best ever, Pete Carrill. He played for him at Princeton.
He was his point guard there at Princeton, running that Princeton offense. And a good defensive sequence there on the missed layup by San Diego State. 6-5 start for Air Force. 4 minutes in. Conference opener in the Mountain West here in San Diego. Students are, well, they're half on campus, half are home. Finals end tomorrow. Silahusky, why not? He hit his first, missed the next one. And the rebound goes to Jeremiah Oden, who's in the game for San Diego State. That's going to stay with the Aztecs. Timeout on the floor. San Diego State race to a 5-0 start. Wesley Silahusky with a three. And it's a 1-point Falcon lead.
San Diego State and Air Force squaring off. Off rip twice, one tip in! Wesley Silahusky! McKinney, 2 seconds, all the way to the basket, layup, around and down! Count it! No way! At the horn, San Diego State survives!
That's how close that game was last year up in Colorado Springs. Keys to an upset, Pete Gillen.
Well, Air Force got to shorten the game, control the tempo, play slow, knock down 3 points, probably about 14 threes they got to make, and take care of the ball. They average 14 turnovers a game. They got to take care of the rock. If they do these 3 things, it could be one of the biggest upsets so far in the college basketball season.
Air Force has 1 turnover. They've rebounded well. Rebounds are an even 5 and 5.
No.
You saw that man, B.J. Davis. He's in the game. B.J. Davis, the leading bench scorer in the country. You see the drought after a 5-0 start.
A whole bunch of new guys. They come at you in waves and waves, San Diego State, like the Pacific Ocean. Waves and waves, Rich. Need a lifeguard to play against these guys.
Dude. Sean Newman, the transfer from Louisiana Tech, is in at point guard. Heidi rips the ball loose and then tries to get to the cup and can't. And Air Force out-muscles San Diego State. Air Force going to their bench as well. And a whistle and a foul inside.
Joe Scott wants to go inside, Rich. Right in front of him, throw it to the big fella. Let the big dog eat. Get him the ball.
Justin Hines, another freshman off the bench. This is Eli Robinson. Cam Sanders, he's hit a three. It's the muscle guy, Colby Gill, 6'5", 240. Scylla Husky, the star last year. Sanders, long three. Oh, on the follow, Hines couldn't finish. Good offside rebound.
Yep.
Newman, Davis in the backcourt along with Reese Dixon Waters.
Yeah. It's a great opportunity for the Falcons, Rich, as you said.
Davis, long three, missed it. Good rebound again. And the Falcons, they're physical. They have some size and some strength this year.
You hit it on the head, Rich. A physical team, even though they got some young guys.
Sanders along with Hines. Driving is Robinson, and he scores. Eli Robinson, the sophomore out of Monument, Colorado. He played 1 minute last year. 1 minute. Not 1 minute a game, but just 1 minute total.
His dad went to Air Force Academy, and his grandfather went to the Air Force Academy. So he's, tried and true with the Falcons, but big basket for him.
Davis on a pick and roll, rises from 15, missed it, and another Air Force rebound. Hines takes it down. They're so young. One of the youngest, if not the youngest team in the country. Robinson, the sophomore. Sanders, true freshman, pops out, air balls, a corner three. Up the
Little
floor.
wind in that side of the corner.
Davis striking down the lane and finishing. And the lead is 1 for Air Force.
Yeah. Good sign for San Diego State.
Made basket, it allows San Diego State to press, and that's an issue for Air Force.
Yep.
Robinson streaks up the floor. They handle it nicely.
Yep.
Scylla Husky, little give and go for the dunk. That's the Princeton offense. Nice flash to the lane and a bounce pass, a pretty one. It's 10-7.
That's Princeton-type basketball. Great pass.
Reese Waters falling away. Reese Dixon Waters.
Great shot.
10-9.
Yep.
San Diego State's best win this year. They beat Oregon by 17 in Las Vegas, but they lost badly in Las Vegas to Michigan by 40 and lost to Baylor by 10. They will play Arizona in Phoenix this weekend. Deep three. Eli Robinson. 2 buckets. That one from long distance and a 4-point Air Force lead.
The late, great Chuck Daly said, shooting makes up for a multitude of sins. So if you got some weaknesses, you knock down threes, good things happen.
Davis looking for a seam, has the speed advantage. Newman, good shot fake. Cut off in the lane. Oden's shot blocked. And Air Force has the ball back. This offense will run clock. If they get an opportunity for a back cut or a back door, they'll take it. But they like to get that clock down. Scylla Husky, and it rattles in and out. That was straight on.
Great look.
Media timeout coming up. The under 12 whistle is due. Into Heidi in the post. Kick to the corner. Oden got it. The transfer from everywhere. Jeremiah Oden, Wyoming, DePaul, a redshirt year at Charlotte, and now here at San Diego State. Robinson working against Oden. Feeds the post. That's Gill with a sweet little baby hook for a bucket. Look at Joe Scott, always intense. The spirit, the emotion, the vibe of their practice today was really good and really positive. That's not going to make them happy. Heidi is all alone. And a good find there by Reese Dixon Waters.
San Diego State's doing a better job, Rich, lately attacking the zone, the matchup zone. Big hole in the middle.
It's a matchup zone, and they like to change it a lot. Go from zone to man, mix of man and zone.
Yep.
Anything they can do to slow out any offense. Robinson has a couple buckets. Gets in deep. Shot clock down. Got to get it up. Hines launches and misses badly. Timeout on the floor. Air Force holding their own against the conference favorites. Colby Gill, the Chicago kid. Miles Heide, much improved. This has been a fun ride so far. 15-14, Air Force on top. Ladies and gentlemen, Pete Gillen.
Here we see. Got the ball here, throws it in, goes right to the basket. Go. Princeton basketball.
And again,
Give and go.
And again, it's not an easy offense to really sink your teeth into.
Yep.
Pete Carrill,
legendary coach. I coach against him. He carved me up like a porterhouse steak. Joe Scott, Air Force, played for him. Chris Mooney, great coach of Richmond. Brian Earl, William Mary. So Pete Carrill, one of the best coaches alive, dead, or yet to be born. Special coach.
So talking about this offense, there are nuances to it, Coach, and that is for all these freshmen, and there's 3 true freshmen starting.
Yes.
They don't have the whole playbook yet because it's impossible to digest in just a short amount of time.
Great point, Rich. It's very, very complicated. It's tough. So this is like a shorter version of the Princeton shortened. So, but they're playing great right now against the preseason #1 team in Mountain West.
It's basic Princeton, like Princeton 1.0 as Guath with a soft 10-footer. Magoon Guath, first bucket, 16-15, presses on. And a turnover. A.J. Patterson is in the game, running the show right now with Cam Sanders on the bench, and a turnover there.
Yeah. They have 14 assists a game and 14 turnovers a game for Air Force. They got to take care of the rock if they want to hang in.
So a matchup zone here. DeGorville kicks. That's Newman. And Sean Newman, just his 3rd 3 this year. He was a terrific point guard at Louisiana Tech. It's a 7-0 run right now. Air Force breaks the press this time. And it's a foul on a reach. Pharaoh Compton had a hold of the low post player.
Yep. Nice pass. Sean Newman Jr., as you said, transfer from La Tech. He plays 16 minutes a game. He leads the team in assists with 23.
He's not been healthy at all this year. He's just starting to get healthy. He's a really good player. I mean, 245 assists last year. That's incredible. And he was 3rd in the nation in assists per game.
That's amazing. And 3rd in the country.
Robinson hunting for a 3. In the ballgame is Caleb Walker in a low post. This is Walker. He's a bruiser.
No.
And his shot is blocked. Looked like Guath got a hand on it. Davis up ahead. And a rim run by Pharaoh Compton for the finish. And a timeout for Air Force. A burst by the Aztecs and a 6-point lead. 21-15. The run is a 9-0 run over 2 minutes.
Yep. Compton with the block. Push it ahead. Run the court. Go down, big fella. Pharaoh Compton. Terrific athlete. Does the dirty work. Rebounds, blocks shots. Terrific player off the bench.
He dropped weight last year. He really has upped his game this year.
Yep.
Full court pressure.
Yeah, here we go. Sanders coming back in, Rich, as you said. He's got to play.
Yeah, this whole run started when Sanders came out for Air Force.
Exactly.
Gill in the baseline. Gets it up, missed it. Tip won't go. Compton the rebound.
This is DeGorville. Into the corner, Davis. Driving back to Guath. And Air Force got a hand on it. And so Cam Sanders is back in. Lucas Hoban into the game as well. He's another true freshman for Air Force.
Yep.
Miles Byrd back in for San Diego State.
San Diego State has such great depth, Rich, as you know, right? 11 players play double-figure minutes.
Byrd crossing over, got tangled up. Elsie Harrington back in. He's playing 19 minutes a game as a starter, the true freshman at point guard. Byrd driving, spinning, falling away, hits it.
Bird's a tremendous player. Preseason player of the year in the Mountain West Conference. He was hurt, Rich, as you know, right? Missed some time.
He went to the NBA Combine and had a really good combine, and they said probably mid to late second round, and he decided to come back, improve his draft status, make a run for the NCAA tournament again. Hoban in some trouble. Now Sanders, he's one of the few guys that can really create on his own. And he gets in. Nice drop off and finish. Caleb Walker was waiting. And Sanders makes a difference right away.
No question. He's the cream of the coffee, the salt on the stew. He's the guy.
Byrd misses the three. And it's run down by Justin Hines. If you're just joining us, San Diego State conference favorites, Air Force, just 3-8. And one of the youngest teams in the country.
Yep.
Byrd again. Compton flashes.
Man to man now for Air Force. They'll change of pace. They'll go back to the matchup zone soon.
To Gorville, a three. Got it. Straight on. And there's going to be an Air Force foul away from the ball. It was away from the ball, but it was right in front of us. We'll take a look at it when we get back. Air Force trying to hang in right now. Big run here, 14-2 run here for San Diego State. Fueled by that, Taj DeGorville. 26-17, San Diego State on top of Air Force. Big showdown on the pitch. Bologna and Inter face off in the EA Sports FC Super Cup semifinal Friday at 2 Eastern, right here on CBS Sports Network, streaming live on Paramount Plus. Here's a look away from the ball, top of your screen. Miles Byrd and Justin Hines lay hands on each other, so to speak. Kind of a bear hug.
I don't know.
It looked like both guys had hands.
I think it's a double foul or nothing. You know what I mean? I didn't see anything egregious. Did you? For the Air Force?
I think it's a... I would like to see you go out and warn them and say, hey, it's a warning. You guys,
Yep.
cool it.
Yeah.
But the
I don't know what
officials,
egregious means, but
officials made the call.
yeah.
And of course, with all the challenge changes this year, that is not a play you can challenge
Right.
in college basketball.
Man-to-man defense by Air Force. They do it at a timeouts on occasion after a free throw. They go back to the matchup zone soon. Great call by Joe Scott. Fabulous coach.
Hines is going to take a three and miss it, and Air Force is really struggling after hitting a couple early threes. 3 of 11 from distance right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was a wide open look.
Yeah, they get looks. Couple in and out. Yeah. They can't score inside great. You know, so they have to knock down threes. Joe Scott coaching his face off, but
Harrington drives into the post. Heidi stripped away from him. Sanders with it for Air Force. This league, all of college basketball, but this league especially, is an old league. And what I mean by that is you got a lot of 22, 23-year-old players, guys in their 5th, some in their 6th year of college basketball.
Yep.
And that's not something that Air Force has at all. They've had 4 or 5 of their best players over the last 2 years transfer out in the portal. And for them, they can't get anybody in the portal. There's no exchange rate, anybody coming back. So when a guy who bails after their sophomore year for money somewhere and for not 5 years of service and stuff like that, they don't have NIL. They can't gain in the portal. So they're consistently over the last 3 or 4 years very young because of the guys that have left them.
Yeah. Petraeus and Heidbrecher, right? 2 tremendous players the Falcons have lost the last couple of years.
Ritas Petraitis.
A whole different team if they had them.
At Cal, Jake Heidbreeder, who's now at Fresno State. He was at Clemson for a couple of years. They lost Will Cooper. Kyle Marshall left this year as well. Cam Sanders. That could have been a flop. Sanders kicks. Shot clock down. Long 3. That's Hoban, and he misses it. 3 of 12 from 3. Heide catch, couldn't finish. And here comes Air Force. Down 7. Sanders kicks. Open 3. That one goes down. They'll keep shooting them. And Lucas Hoban, the true freshman out of Katy, Texas, draws it within 4.
Excellent three-point shooter. One of the best the Falcons have. Hoban.
To Gorville, lobs, Heide, catch this time. He's so improved in the low blocks as Miles Heide.
Falcons don't have a rim protector, Rich. You know what I mean?
They are calling a 10-second violation, and I don't know if it feels like the shot clock started early, because that did not feel like 10 seconds.
Didn't seem like 10 seconds, Rich.
Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that's 3 seconds. Yeah, the clock started early for sure.
Yeah.
So where is the inbound? And that's key here. And Joe Scott is saying it should be closer to the sideline. And Joe wins that argument.
Yep.
In the Basketball Court of Appeals.
Yep. No.
And remember, Joe Scott is a lawyer, Notre Dame Law School.
Very cerebral.
So it's an excellent job working the judge there.
Yep.
Brian Dutcher, prosecuting attorney, just has his hands on his hips right now.
Brian Dutcher's a great coach. He's an unbelievable job here at San Diego State. Went to the national title game, Rich, as you know, recently. Great coach.
Yeah, a couple years ago. This is what he does. Miles Bird with a steal, and he misses the dunk. Bird misses the dunk, and he's out of bounds. Boy, what a catastrophe of a sequence for San Diego State. Bird had the steal. He misses the dunk. Then he gets it back, and then he steps out of bounds.
Up and away. Preseason player of the year in the Mountain West. Tremendous player. Missed that dunk, though.
Sanders up the floor. Caleb Walker with the screen. Sanders threw it against Heide, and a reach. That's going to be free throws. Heide with the foul, and Air Force is going to get to the line. 4:22 left here, first half.
Yep.
San Diego State on a 14-2 run. Looked like they were going to start rolling and put some real distance, but Air Force has hung in there.
Yep.
There's good defense, rebounding.
Yep. Cam Sanders, tremendous player. He's young, a freshman, but
back in is B.J. Davis. San Diego State is shooting pretty well, 46% from the field.
Yep.
Air Force 38%.
Yep. They're hanging around. They got to be on fire from threes, Rich. Only chance.
Sub comes in. I'll tell you what, Sanders is absolutely gassed right now. He has played so hard, and he's coming out.
It's all right. You got to give him another lung. He's got to play. You can't take him out.
Just pop a new one in, huh? A.J. Patterson is in the game. Remember, they really suffered when Sanders was on the bench. The first time ball is stolen. This is Hines.
Oh,
To the lane, and he scores. And Air Force is only down 2 here with 4 minutes left in the first half.
I didn't see this coming, Rich, early in the game. You said, looks like San Diego State was going to run away and hide.
Davis, cut off. Tay Simmons in the ball game, the freshman for San Diego State. 3 is way off. Heidi rebound, fouled. Heidi goes to the line. And a timeout on the floor.
Unbelievable. Great hustle. Great game. Conklins are playing with a big heart. They're going against the dream. Hines, excellent. Going to the hoop. Got a great game. Stick with us. Hear it.
So is it I believe that Santa will come, or I believe that we will win? Maybe it's both here in San Diego. The Aztecs are up. Mountain West, man, the fun starts tonight, and Saturday it really kicks in. This is a terrific matchup. Utah State really good, and Colorado State a fine team as well. News and notes from around the Mountain West. MJ Collins and the Aggies are at 9-1. How about the Rams? 4 players averaging over 11. New Mexico 9-2. Great to see that with a coaching change and almost a complete roster change. And the conference over the last 2 weeks has picked up some really key wins. One of them was Boise State in that win against St. Mary's.
Great win. Leon Rice, tremendous coach.
Miles Heide has taken a huge step forward this year. Gets to the line. He's still trying to improve the free throw shooting. Drops that one in.
He does a lot of dirty work, Rich. To him. You know, he screens, rebounds, plays good D.
This is the second. Eli Robinson has the rebound. That timeout gives Sanders a chance to rest a little more. He's not in the game yet for Air Force.
They need him, Rich, as you said.
That's a wide open 3. Hoban missed it. Davis saves it. Got a couple of point guards in there right now. Newman, who had 10 points and 6 assists in the 11-point loss to Baylor. That's a deep three. And it's tipped out of bounds, and it's going with San Diego State. Yeah, it did look like it was off the hand of Justin Hines. 3 minutes left.
Man-to-man defense out of bounds, Rich. Excuse me.
Harrington gets in deep. Davis, shot fake, corner 3 here. That's short. Guath missed the putback. Heide has the rebound. And a foul as Air Force is hanging on for dear life, trying to prevent a putback.
No.
This is impressive stuff from Air Force. I mean, they've been outmatched virtually the entire season. They're 3-8. They last played 11 days ago when they lost on the road by 5 at Navy. Dixon Waters falling away. Difficult shot. Offside rebound to A.J. Patterson. So the Husky hit a 3 early in this game, but has struggled from distance this year. Hoban.
Yep. Shoot 10% from 3, Rich, coming into this game. So the Huskies.
Shot clock's down at 5. Patterson drives, gets in deep, lost the ball, and it stays with the Falcons, but there's 2 to shoot here. Air Force trying to set this up. They're drying the court right now. So both coaches setting the offense is Joe Scott. Brian Dutcher making sure the defense is set as well. He brings Compton in, and Davis will guard the inbound. Scylla Huskies sitting in one corner, top of your screen. They get it inside, and it's up and in. Eli Robinson. How about that?
Great call by Joe Scott. He called the play.
And the lead is 1 for San Diego State. 2 minutes left first half.
San Diego State, go inside. Throw it to the big fellas.
They got Guath in one corner.
Compton in the other.
Davis has been quiet. Spins into contact. Good entry and finish. Compton, and he's fouled. Boy, Davis with a terrific entry pass into the post.
Great pass, nice pivot, bounce pass. Great pass, nice finish by Compton.
This feels like, and kick me in the shins if I'm wrong here, Coach, this feels like just a key minute 40 seconds for Air Force.
Oh, no question.
All the work they've done here in the first half. The lead is 3 right now for San Diego State. Compton's at the line.
Right.
He's 54%, and they're going to bring, Joe Scott's going to bring Cam Sanders back in the game.
Like you said, Rich, when he goes out, things slip.
Guath gets the offensive rebound against Scylla Husky. Steps in, hook on the way, and it rolls in.
Can't do that. You got to box out on free throws. Good job by the Aztecs.
So here's Sanders working against Davis. Colby Jill in for the Falcons as well. Jill into the corner. Hoban. No. Davis up the floor. Driving. Hanging. Missed it. Guath on top. On the back of Hines. And it's going to be Hines with the foul. AT&T at the half. Adam Zucker, Steve Lapis, Roy Hibbard, and Gary Parrish will run the Princeton offense on the set. Gary will do a few back cuts. We'll see how it goes. It's AT&T at the half. Again, that it really felt with a 3-point lead and about $1:40 left that it was such a, not a tipping point, but a danger zone for Air Force.
Definitely. They're not a great three-point shooting team, Rich. 31% from three-point land.
Davis hit the side of the backboard and misses the 3.
Yeah.
And we're under a minute left. And let's see if the Falcons can have a solid possession and get a good look.
Yep.
Scylla Husky. This is Jill. Jill's a big man, nice and wide. Muscles up a hook and he scores. And Air Force answers. It's a 3-point game.
The banks are open. San Diego, California, late at night. I don't know if you want to bank it, Rich, but we'll take it.
I think actually only ATMs are available at this point, Pete. But I get you. I get you. All right, 8 seconds left here. Dixon Waters.
Man-to-man defense by the Falcons.
That's a tough shot, and he missed it. And that's a win for Air Force. Looked like San Diego State had a run in them, but Joe Scott's team defended, they rebounded, and they get a big bucket from Colby Jill.
Great half by the Falcons, playing a team that's terrific. Down 3 points. I didn't see that coming.
Stay tuned for AT&T at the half. Adam and the gang coming up. That's after these messages. Hi, everybody. Rich Waltz, Pete Gillen. How has Air Force hung in there?
They hung in there. They took care of the ball. Only 5 turnovers. They put them to sleep. Nice slow tempo. They couldn't make a 3. I made more 3s than them. They got to make some 3s. But it's a 40-minute game. Very explosive, San Diego State. So the first 5 minutes of the second half is crucial to this game.
Okay, defense is always a trademark, and early on it looked like it was suffocating Air Force.
The defense got their offense going. Davis throws it to Compton. Throw it home, big fella.
But Air Force just wouldn't go away.
They weathered the storm, no question. Missed shot. They're playing with a big heart. Nice drive by Gill. He's in the paint. Bank shot. Hanging in there. They're playing with a big heart.
Which numbers concern you if you're San Diego State or if you're Air Force?
Well, Air Force 4-15 is disastrous from three-point land, you know, and 3 for 10 for San Diego State. They're a tremendous three-point shooting team. They shoot 40% from three. Rich, as you know, bench points. They're a great bench from San Diego State. So,
and this guy, B.J. Davis, leading bench scorer in the country, just 1 of 6 from the field.
yeah,
So Air Force has rebounded pretty much even most of the night.
Yep.
They haven't turned it over a lot. That was the top of your list to
Yep.
start things.
but
And Air Force is going to get the first possession of the second half.
yeah, but San Diego State is so talented and so well coached. Brian Dutcher's a great coach. They're going to come out with fire. So the Falcons got to be ready for it.
One thing is clear, Air Force is much better when Cam Sanders is on the floor.
No question.
He
Not
is
even close.
terrific true freshman. This is Sanders coming on the top of the key. That's a 3 from Hines. Missed it, and he has the rebound. Harrington up the floor. Bird into the corner. Corner 3 won't go. And it's tipped. Sanders can't get it. When he goes hard into the table.
Great hustle.
San Diego State ball.
Yep. Sanders is a great job. Almost gets hurt. You got to be careful. But San Diego State's really tough on the offensive glass. 8 offensive rebounds first half for the Aztecs.
Matchup zone, a little mix of man-to-man, a little mix of straight zone, all of that in the first half for Air Force defensively. Bird to Dixon Waters. A Heidi screen and a quick 3. And the long rebound into the corner. Bird trying to save it. Does. Guath. Heidi takes a 3. Hits it. That's a hard sequence for Air Force
It's
to
not his
stomach.
strength. Heidi doesn't shoot many threes.
That's his first this year. That's only his 3rd in his career.
Wow.
So the lead is back to 6. Eli Robinson with the ball, 9 points. That leads Air Force. Shot clock's at 10. Sanders cutting against Harrington. Rises from 15. Too strong, and Heidi has the rebound. Bird in transition. Heidi, why not? Another 3. Missed that one. Falcons have the rebound. San Diego State's biggest lead in this one, 9. It's a hard pass that Scylla Husky had to handle. Sanders down the lane, hand, Heidi with the foul, and Sanders gets to the line.
Yep.
Miles Bird is
Miles Bird, tremendous player. Little things are big things. Squad kicks it out. Heidi, forget about it. That's not his strength. He liked it so much he took another one next time down. So, but I love him. He's a hard worker, blue collar guy. Rebounds, sets screens. There's a lot of dirty work.
He spent a lot of time this year in the weight room in the offseason to get stronger. Better footwork, better hands, and now a better shirt. The official asked him to tuck it in.
Yep.
Sanders missed the first. The show is here, though not the entire show. The finals finishing tomorrow here on the San Diego State campus. Heidi inside. Kick back out. Bird penetrates. Lost the ball. Excellent job by Eli Robinson. Back cut. Sanders. Cloth was there to adjust the shot.
Thought he got hit on that one.
Into the corner. Short on the three. Heidi knocks it loose. Scylla Husky has the rebound. And it's a held ball. Air Force doesn't like the call.
Thought he got hit with the body on that one.
Scylla Husky and Heidi with a held ball. The arrow goes Aztec way. Harrington cut off. Guath. Oh, it was tipped. Robinson had a hand on it, and Guath scooped it up.
Yep.
And the Aztecs have stretched their lead to 7.
Yep.
Jill in deep. And it goes right through and out of bounds.
If I was Joe Scott, I'd call a timeout. Try to calm the guys down.
It has almost tipped over a couple of times on Air Force. But every time that San Diego State's made a run, they were up 9 at their largest lead back in the first half. Air Force has answered back. Just over 3 minutes into the second half. Mountain West opener, first conference game. Turned away was Dixon Waters. Scylla Husky has the loose ball. Air Force has not backed down at all from a very physical team in San Diego State. Falcons have a couple of bruisers themselves. Scylla Husky's one of them. He misses the three, ball's tipped, and it stays with Air Force. They get a fresh 20 on the shot clock.
Can't make a three.
No, it seems that way. You're right. 4 of 17.
Chuck Daly's right. Shooting makes up for a multitude of sins.
Scylla Husky. Sanders driving. Heidi with the block. 10 to shoot.
Look at Joe Scott. Look at Joe Scott. Joe Scott's very upset. Got to be careful. He's get a tee.
He's upset with his players right now, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he fired one off at the official, Mike Reed, in front of him. But then he was on the baseline talking to Sanders, his freshman point guard. Robinson, that's a tough place to be against San Diego State. And he gets it up and in.
Very physical game. A lot of contact.
Again,
I might have to put a helmet on here.
he's their
I'm getting a
leading
little
scorer.
nervous.
Robinson is. He played 1 minute last year.
Yep. I mentioned before, his dad went to the Air Force Academy, and his grandfather, 4-star general.
Davis lobs, Heidi catches and hits. I think you're going to see in the Mountain West this year, Miles Heidi making much more of an impact than he has in his first 2 years.
Yeah, good point, Rich.
Scylla Husky's cut off. Strong dude, and he's fouled. He'll get free throws. Air Force trying to hang in against the conference favorites in the Mountain West opener.
Terrific game. Inside, Robinson. Ball moves to the can of worms. Nice finish. Get in. Stay with us.
7-point lead. San Diego State getting some great minutes and production out of Miles Heidi, who is close to his
Good
first
job.
career
Can't go on him
double-double.
inside. Heidi, 6'10". Throw it home, big fella. Let the big dog eat. It's tough inside. Big man to big man. Heidi from downtown. Forget about it.
He just picked up his third personal foul. 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 of 7 from the field. 3 fouls, so he's out. Jeremiah Oden is in. And then the big man, Wesley Scylla Husky, at the line. If you weren't with us in the first half, Scylla Husky had a great game last year up in Colorado Springs against San Diego State. He had 22 points and 6 rebounds. This is not a good free throw shooter, though. 42%.
The team only shoots 64% from the line. Well, it's good to have good free throw defense. You know, Rich.
Hits 1 and 2. He'll come out. And another bruiser comes in. Caleb Walker, 6'9", 250. Whose dad was a linebacker at Air Force. So
wow.
He built like a tight end.
Right. Caleb Walker's one of the captains of the team.
Davis feeds inside, and Elsie Harrington gets a bucket. So the lead is 8. Full court pressure here. Sanders has handled it well tonight.
Good defense by the Aztecs.
And it was Walker in the low post, and he was held there by Farrell Compton.
Yep. Harrington, nice hit, a hoop. Terrific play. 6'5". Great build, long, athletic, talented. I love him. I like Harrington's got a tremendous future with the Aztecs.
Walker not a polished scorer. And a foul on a reach there by Harrington.
Fourteen fouls right now for the Aztecs early on. The Falcons don't shoot free throws well, Rich. So.
Walker called for the ball and a steal there by Oden. Oden trails. He likes to shoot the 3. Compton. And a foul. I think Farrell Compton is the other guy you're going to notice this year in Mountain West as being much improved.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. If
biggest lead for San Diego State right now is at 10. A lot of substitutions for both Brian Dutcher and Joe Scott.
Yep. Right now, Air Force can't guard the inside, which really hurt them with the interior passing. It's too big and physical inside for the Falcons.
And of course, the Falcons have not been able to shoot threes. They're 4 of 17.
It's terrible. Coming into the game was 31%. It's worse now. But credit to defense by San Diego State.
Hoban misses a 3. Sanders returns fire and hammers one home. Cam Sanders got the offensive rebound and a quick flip from beyond the line. A big 3 for Air Force, trying to hang in against the conference favorites in the Mountain West opener in San Diego. 45-37, this is the Mountain West opener. And with that in mind, you got to have out-of-conference wins. And the Mountain West didn't get a lot early, but the last 2 weeks have been pretty good. Colorado State beating Colorado. Boise State beat Butler. New Mexico beat a good Santa Clara team. UNLV took down Stanford. New Mexico, that's a tough win against VCU. And then Boise State getting another one this last Sunday. And a 68-67 win over St. Mary's. In the net, and of course this is somewhat of a composite of computers and metrics and all of that. 7 in the top 100, led by Utah State, Boise State, Wyoming. That's Sundance Wicks has done a terrific job in just a short year.
Great 11 days for the Mountain West. It's always a great league, and it's a great league once again.
And of course, San Diego State has a key non-conference game on Saturday. Davis hits a 3. Out of the timeout, the Aztecs hunt for a 3 and they get one. San Diego State takes on the #1 team in the country, Arizona, in Phoenix on Saturday. Not a good pass at all by Jill. Not a great pass either by the Aztecs. It's a lot of teaching moments for Joe Scott right now. With all these freshmen, the guys that haven't played a lot of minutes. Got to get it across the line. That's a 10-second violation.
They're wearing them down. They're playing a lot of guys, 11 players for San Diego State, wearing them down. And they're going inside.
Biggest lead, 11. And a nice entry, catch by Newman, and he gets the bucket 7 minutes into the second half. And the Aztecs are starting to put some distance between themselves and Air Force. Hines cut off. Shot clock down. Hogan struggled from three. He's had the flu all week, and he's fouled to get to the free throw line. Points in the paint decidedly in favor of San Diego State right now, 28-16.
Yeah.
B.J. Davis with the foul, his first. And so there's Hoban. Saturday is just a huge day in the Mountain West. We talked about San Diego State getting the #1 team, Arizona, in Phoenix. Somewhat of a neutral floor, but there'll obviously be a lot of Wildcat fans there. Here on CBS Sportsnet, of course, a matchup with Colorado State. Free throw on the way.
San Diego State keep going inside. They can't answer it. Throw the ball into the big fellas inside. Compton, right? Aguath throwing inside to the big guy. Let the big dog eat. Get him the ball.
Aguath calling for it. Davis driving baseline. Got it up and in. He's a scorer. He was a terrific scorer in high school. His last 6 games, he's over 15 a game off the bench.
Yep. He's quiet the first half, Rich, as you know, right? Now he's...
Walker, corner, Hoban. Cut off and detached from the ball. Good play there by Compton. Davis again. Davis to the line. San Diego State, B.J. Davis coming off the bench this year. Been really, really good. Santa, somewhere there. Is brought to you by Rogue Fitness. Pharaoh Compton, fabulous freshman recruit, and a big step forward in the offseason. He's like a big guard who can play a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, he's a Terminator, Rich. He shoots 77. All right, from the field. He gets shots in the lane, offensive boards, low post moves. Very valuable player for the Aztecs.
And of course, we noted the bench has been such a big part of the offense so far. 25 points, 42 a game is the average. And that's one of the top numbers in all of college basketball. That's look, San Diego State has always had good bench players. I don't think they've ever had this kind of scoring punch, ever.
No. And he's going to explode now. He's playing great early. Davis, tremendous shooter. That was not typical of him, Rich, as you know, in the first half.
Davis 1 of 6 in the first half. 3 of 8 from the field on the night now. This press has caused a couple of turnovers here in the second half.
Yeah.
Sanders bumped down the lane. Strong finish with the left hand.
He's doing a great job. He needs more help, Rich. Sanders is playing great. Keep going inside now. You're San Diego State. Throw it to the big fellas. They cannot guard you inside.
Guath, a running start. Kept alive. Compton, Newman, Davis, 3.
What a great shooter he is. B.J. Davis, you're not going to keep him down. Tremendous player. Leading scorer right now for San Diego State for the season. A little over 12 a game.
Lead is 16.
Got to drive the ball.
Robinson.
That's it.
Has been terrific, but he lost the ball here. B.J. Davis off the bench all year. He's got a dozen in this one.
Tremendous. 50% for three-point land, Rich. It's like you in baseball, you know, automatic. You were pretty good in your prime. Now, your prime was a long time ago now. We know that.
The dead ball era, I think. How about another? B.J. Davis got 15. He's 3 of 5 from 3. And the route is on. San Diego State up by 19. Air Force hung in as long as they could. Hoban has an answer from the right wing.
Yeah. He's their best three-point shooter, Hoban.
Davis, ball fake, in the lane, rising, it's a block, and he's going to the line. B.J. Davis has taken over this game right now.
Tremendous player. Kept him down the first half. Easy money for him. He's got time, he's got space. First freshman year scored a little bit. Last year, 9 points a game. Third leading scorer, now the leading scorer for the Aztecs so far this season.
7th straight double-figure game. His last 6 coming in to this one, averaging over 15 a game. 21 minutes a game. Look, he was a prolific scorer in high school in Modesto, but when he arrived on campus, remember there was a, 1.2 points, but the reason was that was a dynamite backcourt that went to the national championship game.
Great plays in front of him, but he's a great player. Tremendous player, for sure.
(61-44).
And B.J. Davis plays good D too, Rich, as you know. He's got 11 steals, second on the team in steals. B.J. Davis is not just a scorer, he plays good on-ball defense.
DeGorville with the reach and a foul. Big fella with a block on Silahusky. To Guath. And Silahusky returns the favor, but a little more contact. And that's a foul. They need this guy to be healthy. He's still getting back from that knee injury. That's Magoon Quaff. More and more minutes, though. He's averaging 19 a game. He's such an intriguing player. He was the freshman of the year last year, as well as being the defensive player of the year in the conference. That doesn't happen very often in any conference. And it's a long line. It's a legacy award, isn't it? Mensah, the great shot blocker. Lamont Butler, the quintessential Aztec. DeCorville with a three.
Offensive boards really been hurting the Falcons.
It's going to stay with Air Force. I think what you're seeing now is such a young team on the court. Sanders freshman, Greenberg freshman, Hoban freshman, Robinson sophomore, Patterson sophomore, Hines a freshman. All of those guys getting big minutes. In a league where true freshmen rarely play. I mean, we're looking at Davis tonight, right? You saw the graphic on Davis and how little he played as a freshman.
Yep.
San Diego State shooting it better from distance in the second half.
The thing that's great about San Diego State, the best player, Miles Bird's got 2 points.
Hoban rolls in a three. 65-47, 8.5 left. Compton bounced it off his foot, got it back, and he's out of bounds. That's an Air Force ball.
Right now, San Diego State's getting a lot of the loose balls, Rich. Brian Dutch has done an unbelievable job here. Great coach, teacher. We practiced the other day. Tremendous coach. Unbelievable job here with San Diego State. Right? He worked for Steve Fisher for a long time at the University of Michigan. Here for a long time. Now he's taken over and done a fabulous job.
Pretty nice last 3 years, right? National championship game in 23, Sweet 16 in 24. Last year, they made the tournament, beat by North Carolina in the first 4.
Yeah, he's a teacher.
Hoban. Bird looked like he was out of bounds. Came back to get the ball. The lob is no good. And Air Force has the possession.
Rich, you got to fake a pass to make a pass. You know what I mean? You telegraph it, and Aztec guys get their hand on the ball. The deflection.
Patterson with the drive, and he's cut off. 2023, somewhere Lamont Butler is smiling. 65-47, San Diego State. 65-47, Air Force, of course, one of the academies. And we dug out this. Pete Gillen as an assistant coach at VMI. People don't realize how good VMI was in the 70s, right?
Yeah, I was blessed. I worked at VMI. It's a wonderful school and a great tradition. You know, we went to the Sweet 16, believe it or not, Rich. You know, way back in 1977 with Kentucky, North Carolina, Notre Dame, and VMI. And we played Kentucky. We're down 3 at the half, and I started helping coaching, and we lost. I was assistant, but wonderful school. I worked with great schools. I worked at Notre Dame, Villanova, Xavier, Providence, Virginia, great schools, but my favorite place was VMI.
And they didn't even make you cut your hair, right? I mean, 76 and 77 were pretty good years at VMI.
Yeah. 76, they were even better, Elite 8. Then I got there, I took them down a little bit, but we still got to the Sweet 16. But it's a great school, great academics, engineering. You know, I'm still close with a bunch of the former players. They're all doing well, right? Work for IBM or an attorney, work for Hershey's Chocolate. It's a great school with a great tradition.
Sign me up for the Hershey's Chocolate, John.
And same with Air Force Academy. The men and women that go there all right? In today's world, without going into details, right? We need people like that. Character, integrity, morality. We need people like the players at Air Force.
Amen. San Diego State in control of this game. That was not the case in the first half and early in the second half. Air Force has hung in there. And then in the last 4 or 5 minutes, B.J. Davis has taken over and put some distance between themselves and the Falcons. Colby Gill. This is Patterson. A nice, sweet move by Patterson. Gets into the lane and gets himself his first bucket.
6'3" sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia. Go inside. Get the ball to Heidi.
DeGorville. 22 assists on 26 made field goals for San Diego State.
And they shoot 40% from three-point land coming into the game. It's tremendous.
Yeah, that is tremendous. Coming up next, we got 4 great Americans, Coach.
You are a great American.
No.
I'm going to support you when you go into politics.
No.
I'm going to help your campaign.
No chance. Adam Zucker, Steve Lapis, Roy Hibbert, Gary Parrish. It's all coming up inside college basketball right here on CBS Sports Network.
2 great coaches here. Joe Scott, a great coach, and so is Brian Dutchin. I'm not just saying that lightly. Both terrific coaches. Once again, coach, you're only as good as your talent. Right now, San Diego State has a lot more talent, a lot more experience than Air Force.
Well, we were talking about VMI back in the 70s. VMI didn't have to deal with the portal. They didn't have to deal with NIL. They didn't have to deal with coaches from other schools calling their players in the middle of the season.
Another great coach.
Yeah, Steve Fisher.
Steve Fisher. Now, something you don't know, Rich. The first game that he won as a head coach was against my team at Xavier. Yep, we played an NCAA tournament, first round. Remember, we had, coach left, and Bo Schembler says, I want a Michigan man coaching the Michigan team, right? So he took over. We're playing them. They had a great team. We're up 1 with about 3:50 to go. I started coaching. All right, we lost by 5, 92-87. They kept going. They won the national title.
So if you had won that game, this might not be Steve Fisher court.
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
Right? It might be Joe Beganona's court. It could be somebody else's court. But
where did he coach?
Yeah, no, Steve Fisher's a great coach.
Davis cut off in the lane. Harrington, Heidi, and has the rebound ripped away from him.
Heidi's playing a great game. As you said, he worked hard during the summer. He got better.
That ball kicked out of bounds. Air Force will hold on to it. For Steve Fisher, long run here. That's his son, Mark, who has had that long battle with ALS and continues to be on the bench here at home games. There's a long 3 from Cam Sanders. Always great to see Mark. Such an inspiration to everybody who knows him and many of those that don't know him.
Exactly, Rich. Well said. Terrific young man and still part of the program.
And still, when I need a scouting report on an opponent, I'll text him, and I'll get a really good one.
Yep. Now, terrific person.
He does, though, qualify the texts. And I ask him, hey, what do you have to do to win this game? What are the key points? He'll get them out. And then he'll send it back and said, but if we don't shoot the ball well, don't credit me on any of that. we didn't talk. Sanders, we're under the 5-minute mark here. Air Force Down by 16. Tight in the first half. That's a strong move. That may have been an and one with the new continuation rule, right?
Yep.
There you go, Steve Fisher court. It took
Steve
him
Fisher.
like a whole day to sign the court.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, Steve, a great coach and a gentleman, a class guy. He was a high school coach in Illinois. He was a teacher, right? When he came to Michigan, did an unbelievable job. He was a teacher. He taught at San Diego State. As you know, when you told me today, he first got to San Diego State, they won no games in conference play, right? 0-14.
Right.
And built it up to be one of the best programs, not just on the West Coast, in the whole country.
Yeah, they did not win a game in the new Mountain West his first season. And then I believe 2 seasons later, they were in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
And they were frequent visitors to the NCAA tournament. Brian Dutcher was his assistant
Yep.
the whole way.
Yep. Now, Brian deserves the opportunity. He's done a fabulous job here.
Yeah, coaching waiting for a long time, enjoying his 9th year. And Dutch,
Yep.
there you go. Already 203 wins, second most in school history to obviously Coach Fisher. 6 tourneys, national championship game appearance, and a bucket there. And a 70-53 lead for the Aztecs. If this is the Air Force team we're going to get for the entire Mountain West season, then I think what Joe Scott told us today is true. He feels, even with all the youth and stuff, that this is a better team than last year.
Oh, yeah, definitely better.
Now,
Joe, he's frustrated now, but
he qualified that with this. He said the one thing that we're struggling with is playing 40 minutes. We'll play 30 good minutes. It's, you know, we'll have great moments in spurts and then a lapse, and we can't afford that. We have to be able to finish plays, stop runs, prevent teams from getting that far out in front of us.
yeah.
Holiday cheer in San Diego. They gave away Aztec Santa hats. Yeah, the show is around for young and old. 70-53, San Diego State. San Diego State has busted this one open. It was tight in the first half, early second half. And right now the Falcons, with 4 minutes left, the keys to the upsets, you know, they accomplished all 3 of these things in the first half.
Yeah. Shorten the game, which they did the first half, 33-30, knocked down 3 points. They couldn't make threes. They made a couple lately, but 7 for 22 is not good enough. Take care of the ball. First half, they had 5 turnovers, as you know. 8 here now with 3.5 minutes to go, so they didn't do that.
And B.J. Davis wasn't bombing from the outside either in the first half.
He was unbelievable. 2 points in the first half, 14 the second. Great player, leading scorer for San Diego State. Easy money. Tremendous shooter, very good on-ball defender, a great player. And he comes off the bench. He's one of the top guys. Credit Brian Dutcher to convince him, hey, come off the bench.
Very, very young Falcon team, one of the youngest in the country. Sanders misses short on the 3. Davis again.
He's amazing. He hasn't even hit the rim.
As a coach, are you tempted to put him in the starting lineup? He's averaging like 16 a game off the bench in his last 7.
Well, Brian Dutcher knows his team better than I, and he's very valuable, but I'd be tempted to be honest with you.
Jill spinning. Steps right through, lays it up, missed it. Bird, Davis, Harrington, and a foul on Colby Jill. As we noted, the Aztecs have a big one on Saturday. Number 1, Arizona, and that's in Phoenix on a Saturday night. Air Force has another long wait. They'll play just 1 game in about 22 days.
That's amazing.
And this is the 1 game. Schedule for San Diego State. Whittier makes an appearance on the schedule. What are they? What's the mascot there? The Poets? What is Whittier's mascot? San Jose State.
I don't know Whittier.
You didn't schedule Whittier.
I should have
when you were at
scheduled. All due
Xavier.
respect to Whittier, I should have played them instead of Michigan State, Ohio State, Florida.
And I was
I wouldn't
right.
be on Boot Hill as quick.
They're the Poets.
You're a poet too.
Well, I don't know that
No.
at all.
You're a great American.
Well, thank you. So the San Jose State game is the next conference game for San Diego State. But then they got Boise State here on CBS Sports Network on January 3rd. That should be a really fun game.
Yep.
That's a great look. Harrington, the freshman point guard. Compton,
Yeah.
much improved. 34 points in the paint. San Diego State's lead
Yeah.
expansive now.
The final score won't be completely indicative of the game, Rich. You know what I mean? San Diego State just wore them down. San Diego State's a great team, but Falcons a learning experience for them.
Hoban, good look inside to Robinson. Trying to find a lane, and Walker cleans up the rebound and puts it back up and in. There's plenty that Joe Scott can take from this game that's positive, and then there's plenty of teaching points as well with this incredibly young team. Compton wide open. Harrington another assist.
Yeah. Rich, 25 minutes. I thought Air Force played a great game, but they just got worn down. They got tired.
This has to be, as you look at Arizona's profile, that's coming up on Saturday. 5 AP top 25 wins, first 10-0 start since 22. San Diego State versus Arizona on Saturday in Phoenix. This has to be some sort of San Diego State record. 26 assists.
Amazing.
On 30 made buckets.
Wow. And you got a big game Saturday too, right? On CBS.
Yes, it should be fun.
Steve Lapis did a great job. John Rothstein, right? So
yes, it's Arkansas, Houston, in New Jersey, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 here in San Diego.
I'll be digging a ditch somewhere in Staten Island, so I won't be around.
That's okay. What was that great line from Caddyshack? The world needs ditch diggers too. That's right. Guath.
Oh,
he's just getting to full speed.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons that the non-conference for San Diego State isn't as glossy as it usually is. They had the win against Oregon. They got blown out by Michigan, and lost to Baylor as well. 30-second timeout. Back after this, a minute left. Joe Scott still coaching, 81-55. Again, tight game at half. Big second half for San Diego State. Their upcoming schedule. It's another wait until they get Wyoming at home for game 2 in the Mountain West. Travel to UNLV. Utah State off to a great start. New Mexico off to a great start. And then on the road against San Jose State.
but this has to be arguably the toughest game they're going to play in conference against the preseason #1 team, right? On the road. But I'm Joe Scott. I'm happy to have some time off. Right? Work with the young team. Keep working on the game.
Hines looking for a cut. Josh Gatete into the game. That's Gatete with the ball. Greenberg, that's a deep three and he hits it.
Yep.
If they can find the three, and look, these freshmen are good three-point shooters.
Yeah.
But knocking down threes in the Mountain West for 18-year-olds, not easy.
Not easy. Nope.
But if that improves, that changes the whole dynamic for Air Force.
Yeah. Couldn't make threes. It would have been hanging around a little bit more. But credit San Diego State. They're a great team. They're going to get better. They got a lot of young guys, too.
Davis holding the ball. Brian Dutcher making sure that there's no rubbing it in here. 0.2 seconds left. It's a shot clock violation. And this game is all but over. 81-58. San Diego State is going to take down Air Force here. Crowd starting to file out. San Diego State, of course, against #1 Arizona on Saturday night in Phoenix. 12 straight wins now for San Diego State against Air Force. Falcons showed a lot of promise in that first half. They had some really nice moments.
Great win.
BJ Davis, just too much.
Yeah. Defense got him going in the second half. Great spurt early in the second half, and just ran away and hide. Too talented, too well coached. Great team, San Diego State.